Hello everyone, I'm the Holy Sandman and I'd like to welcome all of y'all to part 1 of the Holy Sandman's Football Fridays. Before we start today's episode, I'd like to make a quick little announcement, and that announcement is that as of this week that this video goes up, I will be starting back school again. So I'll be a senior in high school, it'll be my last year of high school, so that's kind of going to be taking up quite a bit of my time. So I'm going to try my best to get these videos out on a weekly basis. But with that out the way, let's go ahead and talk about what we're actually going to be talking about here on episode number 1. So the main focal point of this episode is going to be the Hall of Fame game, which took place 5 days ago as of me recording this video. And the two teams that played were the Cleveland Browns and the New Jersey Jets. And to be honest, I thought it was a pretty good game, with the Browns beating the Jets 21-16. And it was just overall a decent game, where we got to see play from, Zach Wilson, Kellen Mond, Tim Boyle, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and Chris Streveler. Well, now I can kind of see why people weren't looking forward to this game whatsoever. Also, not to mention, Zach Wilson had this incredible highlight moment in the first quarter.
3rd and 2 with a 4-man rush. Clean pocket. Wilson takes off, slips, and will be...
Another thing that happened was Tom Benson Stadium decided to pull a Super Bowl 47 and have some of the lights go down for around 35 minutes before the fourth quarter started. But the Browns would ultimately come up victorious after intercepting Chris Streveler on a 4th down late in the fourth quarter. Also, another thing that's going on in the world of football is that the Pac-12 conference is slowly but surely dying. This after Oregon, Washington, UCLA, and USC announced they would be leaving for the Big Ten, and Colorado, Arizona, Arizona State, and Utah announced they'd be leaving for the Big 12. So this leaves just 4 teams left in the conference, being Cal, Stanford, Oregon State, and Washington State. One idea that's been suggested for the conference to stay alive is to do a merger with the Mountain West, which that could work, but I feel like the best idea is to leave it down to what the individual schools want to do, whether or not they want to move down to the Mountain West or they just want to become an independent school. Which, if these schools decide to move to the Mountain West, 3 things are going to happen. Number A, they're going to lose funding due to them moving down conferences. Number B, lots of players are going to want to transfer out. That way they can play at that elite level of college football. And number C, not as many players are going to want to come play football for your school. Which at the moment, this whole thing is just a complete fiasco, and hopefully, everything can get all sorted out. And also, as of this week, week 1 of the NFL preseason starts up, and that means we'll get to see debut performances from some of the top draft picks, including the top quarterbacks, those being Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Anthony Richardson, along with all the other players who got drafted. And those performances will be discussed next week on episode number 2. But anyways, that's going to do it for part 1 of Football Fridays. I hope y'all enjoyed this first episode. I know it might not have seemed like much, but to me, it's honest work. And honest work is all that matters. But anyways, that's going to do it. I hope y'all did enjoy. Make sure to hit the like button down below and to subscribe to the channel if you're awesome. And I will see each and every single one of y'all next week. Goodbye.